them yet. Maybe one day I'll learn, and that'll be great. But for now, happy Saturday. I don't know who will join. It is late, but closer to the time that I usually go live. So if you're catching the replay, welcome. I have opted out of starting the live with playing guitar because I just did my nails. Yes, I am that girl who is like, my nails. I don't want to mess up my nails. But yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna be on here super long because I'm sleepy. And I shouldn't be sleepy, but I am. I'm sleepy. But I hope you all are doing well. Of course, I'm popping on because this is the live stream challenge that I'm in. And I just like showing up for people. I don't know what that is in me, but like if I say I'm gonna do something, as long as I can do it, I'm gonna do it. Hi, what's going on, Beth? Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. So yes, it is Saturday. It is day 27 of the live stream challenge, day 27 of the sugar fast. It's crazy how quickly all of this is going. Like it's going really fast. January feels like 10 years and 2 seconds all at the same time, and that's kind of crazy. But we're here and I'm pushing through. My energy is like, I feel zapped, but I'm here. Hi, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. How are you? Happy Saturday. I'm curious, like, where you all are joining from, because I know it's like 9:30 on a Saturday here in LA on the West Coast, but I know that we have people from all over, so I'm wondering, like, are there people who are just up and scrolling, or... Yes, January was so long, right? Like, why was January so long? And the fact that even though it went fast, but it still took forever, it's still just the beginning of the year. Maryland, okay. Oh, you're up late. Well, 12:30 is not that bad. I'm usually up way past 12:30. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm glad to see January behind. But also there's just kind of like this thought of a new month. It's the first of the month, rent due, shark do, all of that. It's a lot happening. But I am always talking about how excited I am because even though, like, if I'm being honest with y'all, which I like to be honest, in this very moment, do I feel excited? But I have determined that tomorrow when I wake up, I am going to get out of the house. I'm gonna get some sunshine. I have not seen the sun in a good little minute. Hi, live from the Big Apple. What's up, Arthur? Man, East Coast be tuning in. I appreciate y'all. 9 ascending melatonin. That is hilarious. Let me tell you something. I've taken melatonin before. It don't be really doing a whole lot for me. It really doesn't. And here's my thing, right? When I tell y'all I thought I was gonna sleep so well last night, I finally took my congestion medicine. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna not have to sleep with my mouth hanging open because I can't breathe. All of that. Terrible. Terrible. Woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. For what? And was up for several hours. So I've been on and off sleep all day. It's crazy. Do I have any kids? I do not. I don't understand why that's been such a huge topic, but I've had like 4 people in the last like day ask me if I have kids. 4 people online. I do not have kids. I want kids. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was very, very teary-eyed earlier. My nephew, my second oldest nephew, just went to his first turnabout dance tonight, and he looks like a young man, and it made me very emotional. Anybody who knows me knows that I am super family oriented. And so like the thought of my little baby boy going off to this dance and he looks like a young man, and I'm just like, what happened to my baby? Like, I still see him as a little kid. I don't know. Hey, what's going on? The Lucille Ball picture. I have a napkin that she autographed. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I love Lucy. I have been watching Lucy since I was a kid. I think she's what inspired me to get into comedy, especially physical comedy. I love that she like was beautiful but did not need to be like the bombshell. Like she could be goofy. And so I look up to her a lot. Auntie, uncle life is really satisfying. It is, but I'm not gonna hold you. I want kids of my own. I really, really do. Good morning, Chris. Where are you from? You saying good morning. You must be from somewhere east, I'm assuming. Hi. I do. What's up, Tony? We missed you yesterday. I know I came on super early, like an hour earlier than normal. And I sang an original song, Tony. I feel bad that you were not here for that. I apologize. I really do apologize. But I was saying when I first got on that I am probably not going to sing today because I know, I'm sorry. I'm probably not going to sing today because I just did my nails and I need to let them finish setting. So, well, aren't they cute though? They're like magnetic and like, they're just different. I've never done this kind of style before myself, so I don't want to mess them up. Oh, you're in Georgia. Okay, so it's like after midnight. Cool. Well, thank you for joining the live, Chris. Right? I love diamonds. I love the sparkle. Just doing something different. I always feel better about myself when my nails are done. And so I was glad this is something different that I tried. Just, trying to still be the girl. You know what I'm saying? Cat eye glitter and everything. I haven't done a car makeup video in a while. Clearly, I need to get back into that. Monica. What's up, Monica? I look like this girl from your church. Well, if you go to Anthem in Hammond, Indiana, it might be me. But yeah, so it's Saturday. Like I was saying, I thought I was gonna sleep really well last night because I finally got that Sudafed I was looking for. Woke up at 3 o'clock. Been in and out of sleep all day, actually exhausted, ready to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. I'm gonna get into this devotion. If this is your first time joining the live, my name is Crystal. I do a lot of comedy, fitness, wellness, mental health, relational content, all of that. Working on a lot of different stuff. And yeah, just figuring out life at the end of the day. And so the only rules to my live is that I ask that everybody be respectful. If you cannot be kind, be quiet. That's it. Thank you. I hope you get some good rest. Thank you so much. Oh, Missouri, a hop, skip, and a jump away. Not too bad, especially from my hometown. Couple housekeeping notes. I did upload those flyers for the screenings for the films that I'm in and the IndieCon that I'll be hosting in Chicago. So if anybody wants to do in-person meetups, I will be in Austin, Houston, and Chicago in the next couple weeks. So check those out. Ticket links are available. I'll be doing more information about the IndieCon because I know a lot of people probably like, what is that? Who should be there? So forth. So if you're in the entertainment industry, that's definitely a con that you want to check out. It's for 2 days in Chicago. I'll be there. And then I will also, I forgot to pull the flyer for it, but I will be in LA for Valentine's Day at this like mixer. So if you're single and want to do something fun for Valentine's Day, y'all can meet me there if you're on the West Coast in LA. Oh no, that definitely wasn't me, Steve. Definitely wasn't me. Chilling at Wisconsin Dells. Okay, that sounds fun. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, so we're in the middle. Well, not in the middle. We're more than halfway done with this 40-day sugar fast. And I am just in this really interesting place of just sitting in the discomfort. And these last few days, I ain't gonna hold you, been a little rough. Been getting the itch to like self-soothe and like I want a brownie real bad, but I'm gonna stay the course. I'm gonna keep my mind focused. During this particular challenge, I've been reading to my audience this book by Wendy Speak. It is tagged to the live if you want to check it out. It's called The 40-Day Sugar Fast. She speaks in some Christianese. I like to break it down plain English because while I do have a relationship with God, I don't subscribe to religion. And I think sometimes like church makes it really difficult to just understand what God is saying. So, whether you believe or not, you are welcome here. Like I said, only rule is if you cannot be kind, be quiet. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will definitely do my best to stay strong. So, day 27 is the kind of fasting God wants. And she starts with Isaiah 58, 6 through 9. It says, "This is the kind of fasting I want. Free those who are wrongly imprisoned, lighten the burden of those who work for you. Let the oppressed go free, remove the chains that bind people. Share your food with the hungry, and give shelter to the homeless. Give clothes to those who need them, and do not hide from relatives who need your help. Then your salvation will come like the dawn, and your wounds will quickly heal. Your godliness will lead you forward, and the glory of the Lord will protect you from behind. Then when you call, the Lord will answer. Yes, I am here. He will quickly reply." Ooh, I can already tell this is going to be good. Yesterday, we transitioned from fasting and praying for ourselves to praying for our loved ones. Today, God is calling us to look out beyond our homes into the world. In Isaiah 58, we read that God's people were frustrated because despite having fasted and prayed, God seemed far away. They were eager for him to come near to them and were frustrated that he hadn't noticed all they were doing to seek him. So God told them the reason they weren't finding him was that they were going about fasting in the wrong way. Is this the kind of fast I have chosen? Only a day for people to humble themselves? Is it only for bowing one's head like a reed and for lying in sackcloth and ashes? That's verse 5 of Isaiah 58. In other words, self-focused people can't garner the attention of an others-focused God. Before we spend another day fasting and praying, I think we need to ask ourselves a key question. Am I fasting the right way? The majority of people who fast do so for their own benefit. They want to hear from the Lord. They want spiritual discernment, clarity, healing, and protection. Just as the Israelites wanted to enter the promised land, we want to enter God's promised good for our lives. Because it is hard to follow him in such a noisy, busy world, we fast in order to pull away from the distractions. Fasting helps us hear him clearly. That's the simple reason for fasting. It's biblical. However, in Isaiah 58, demonstrates it's still possible to fast incorrectly. We must be careful. Fasting isn't a magic trick. God is not a puppet whose generous strings we're pulling. Fasting isn't a formula to get what we want, but a humble invitation for God to do what he wants in our lives. When we misuse the practice of fasting, we end up as confused as the Israelites, grumbling, "Why have we fasted? Why have we humbled ourselves and you have not noticed?" If you are struggling, feeling that God is not hearing you or coming to your rescue, even though you've been doing this religious thing so faithfully for 27 days, listen carefully. Israel asked this question: "Why have we fasted," they say, "and you have not seen it? Why have we humbled ourselves and you have not noticed?" And God answered them, "Yet on the day of your fasting, you do as you please and exploit all your workers. Your fasting ends in quarreling and strife, and in striking each other with wicked fists. You cannot fast as you do today and expect your voice to be heard on high. Is this the kind of fast I have chosen only a day for people to humble themselves? Is it only for bowing one's head like a reed and for lying in sackcloth and ashes? Is that what you call a fast, a day acceptable to the Lord?" Isaiah 58 begins with God declaring to his people loudly like a trumpet blast that they have been rebellious. Israel was disappointed with God and God was disappointed with them. He basically said, "You're fasting all wrong. You think I'm happy to see you bowing and praying and focused entirely on the fasting. No, I want to see you spend your fasting days praying to me so that you start to look like me. If that's the case, you won't be so tired and self-focused. Instead, you'll be energized with a holy purpose." Now stay with me, y'all, because I am going to break this down. You're coming to me wanting something for yourself, but when you spend time with me, my top two commands will start to make sense to you. Love me with all your heart, and then love others as much as you love yourself. You're fasting all wrong because you can't get past your love of self. Here's the lesson, friends. We need to turn our hearts away from self-focused fasting to others-focused fasting. Let's fast with the focus on the needs of the world. This is the heart of fasting that we consider the heart of God. Perhaps as we learn to fast in this way, we will begin to see God move not only in the world, but also in our own lives. Don't get me wrong, this isn't another string for us to pull on like a marionette to pull on a marionette-like master. We're not changing our focus from us to others so that we can get what we've been after all along. However, when we focus on what God wants us to focus on, others, our own lives will be blessed. Take another look at Isaiah 58, 6 through 9. It says that when we fast according to God's will, our salvation will come like the dawn, and our wounds will heal quickly. Our godliness will lead us forward, and the glory of the Lord will protect us from behind. Then when we call, the Lord will answer. This is not a works-based faith I'm speaking of. This generous faith life pours out from us, pours out the abundant overflow of God's kindness to us and through us. Our call is to live generously because we are received generously. When we live and fast this way, the blessing becomes ours. If you are missing the blessings of this life, perhaps it's because you are not doing this life properly. James 2:26 challenges that faith without works is dead. Stop worrying so much about what you're not eating and start feeding those in need. When you care for others as Jesus did, that's when the full joy of your salvation comes and your wounds are healed. And then the prayer of the day is, "Oh Lord, my God, your love for the world amazes me. While I am coming to you with needs of my own, help me today to slow down and to love those whom you love, to care for those whom you care for, to intercede for those in need around me today. Help me to catch a vision of serving others before myself, not so that my needs are met, but because you have told me to love others as I love myself. That's how I want to live during these fasting days into all my days. Because love for others is at the center of your heart, and I want it to be at the center of mine as well. In Jesus' name, amen." So let's first of all address what Wendy did not say. She did not say that we are not supposed to seek God about our own issues. I think sometimes translation gets lost when people start talking about the right way to do things from a Christian perspective. This text is not about not asking God for help, because we can ask God for help, right? This text and this passage is about trying to become more like God, and that's kind of the whole point of all of these things. Not only that we can lean on God, but that we become more like God. And what I love about this challenge, I'll be honest and transparent, I have been really seeking God about things that I need to address in my own life. And I've probably been doing more praying about myself and less praying about other people that I know can use prayer. It doesn't mean that I'm not praying for other people, because I am. But what I realize is that I've gone from eating my feelings to incessantly praying, obsessively praying about my situation, but not in like a faith way, in like a panic way. And I think this is a nice reminder. That is the way that I look at it anyway, is that it's like when we can focus on the needs of others in our prayers, when we can be generous in times where we are also in need, it just shows more of the trust that we have in God. Like I've been talking about the last few days, when you sit in that discomfort and you have this prayer life and this time of turning to God instead of running to food or running to other things, other substances to cope with the discomfort of lack in your life, it's easy for us to, I won't say easy, but like the easy thing would be for us to look at this fast and say to ourselves like, okay, well, I'm just going to focus all of my attention of, praying to God incessantly about this thing in my life. But at the same time, it's not, this fast is not just supposed to be about what we can get, but about who we can become. That's why the book is Where Physical Detox Meets Spiritual Transformation. And so it's like, I think the challenge here is trusting that God hears us when we pray, but then also because we trust that he hears us, that we can not worry so much about what we need, and in that moment think about others. And that is really the heart of God. God is always thinking about every person. Sometimes, like, I like to make a practice of when I'm walking around or if I'm driving around and I see like a random person, especially like if that person does something like really, butter my toast, burn my toast, grind my gears, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Really just be sandpaper on bare skin, whatever it is that you want to say. Hey, welcome to the live. If I run into somebody like that, I like to stop myself in the middle of those frustrating thoughts and think to myself, wow, I don't know a single thing about this person. I don't know their name. I don't know their story. I don't know what they care about, what they love, what they don't like, what they're in need of. But like the God that I serve knows literally everything about them and cares about them just like he cares about me. And so in those moments, I'm reminded to pray for that person, especially if they're doing something that seems a little odd or annoying or inconvenient or frustrating or dangerous or whatever it is. I try to remind myself to pray for people. I try to remind myself, like, I've been, thank you. I've been talking, not talking, but I've been really active on Threads, and like, I was just talking the other day about how every time I open that app, there is news of somebody passing. We've lost two actors that, I grew up watching in the last like 24 hours. And I was just like, man, it kind of makes me tired of opening this app. But at the same time, to see how connected everyone is and how everybody is going through something, right? Every time I open the app, somebody is sharing something. There have been so many people that I've come across who have lost a loved one, who are themselves fighting cancer or some type of other disease. There have been so many people who have lost their children, lost their parents, lost their siblings. This one guy yesterday was talking about how he lost his mom, and he made it funny. He was talking about, I can't think of her real name. I just want to call her Kevin's mom, but that's not her real name. Hold on. Because y'all know I gotta look it up. From Home Alone. She played in Beetlejuice and everything too. But why is my Wi-Fi not on? That's weird. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. My Wi-Fi wasn't on and I didn't get any service. But she passed away yesterday after a long career, and she just had the most wonderful thing to say, something that she was so proud of in her career was being a mom. That's what she wants to be known for, is being a mom. And I would assume that that's not just playing a mom on TV, but like being a mom in real life. Catherine O'Hara. I almost said Catherine too, but Catherine O'Hara, if you don't know who that is, she's this lady. She played the mom in Home Alone. She played in a lot of different things. Really, really funny. Another lady of comedy that I've looked up to for my whole life. But this guy, he posted, he was like, hey, I know we're all sad about Catherine O'Hara, but my mom actually died today too. And it'd be nice if people can like say nice words about her. And in true internet fashion, all of these strangers filled his comments with these dry humor messages that brought him so much joy. He was so excited. So like people were saying, man, remember yesterday when this guy's mom was alive? That was a great time. We miss her a lot. We don't know this lady. And like, if you've never had a really deep loss, you may not find that amusing. But like, I've had a really deep loss. And so I have very dark humor. But it brought this guy joy. And I'm like, he posted something and people took the time out of their day. They don't know him. He's a complete stranger. And they did what he asked. They poured into him and cheered him up on what was probably the hardest day of his life. And so it's moments like those, like a lot of times people will overcomplicate kindness, but it doesn't take a whole lot. Literally, just if you think about somebody, reach out to them. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Asking if anybody needs anything. And it doesn't, like, let's say, because I ask that a lot, like, do you need anything? Some of the people in my circle know I don't have a whole lot to give at the moment, but what I have, if you have need of it and I can give it, I will, and it's having that heart posture, having that mindset of how can I be a light in dark places? How can I better the world around me? And it's why I do the content that I do. It's why I try to make people laugh. It's why I try to promote mental wellness and tell y'all to go to therapy and all those things, because I really do care. I really genuinely do care. There's a guy I connected with on social some years back. We've become friends, and his grandmother passed away yesterday, and he reached out to me, and like, I can't bring his grandma back, but what I could do is sit with him, and just let him tell me how he was feeling. And so it's like those little things that we can do, those acts of kindness, and somehow miraculously it does help us in turn. Like, as much stuff as I have going on, knowing that I could be there and that he was grateful that I could just be there to listen to him talk about his grandmother, that gave me peace. Knowing that I can be there for people and that I can give to them, that I can bring joy, that I can spread light, like, that helps me feel better. And so, and I don't do it to make myself feel better. I do it because I truly care about other people, but it's just a byproduct. And so I think it's a good pivoting point, and it's one of the reasons why I do like this book by Wendy Speak, is that a lot of times, like especially when you're doing a lengthy fast like this, it could be easy to fall into, all right, I'm gonna just keep, all the focus on what I need, what I can get out of it, how my situation can get better. But that was never really the point. The point is for us to learn how to trust God with the things that we brought before him, but to also become more like God, to have this transformation where we can show up and be like God in the earth. And that means caring about people. And I think it's a really interesting timing, considering, especially in America. I know we have people who join the community from all over the world, but especially in America, dealing with so many different things. Every little thing helps. Every little thing helps. If it's just sharing a kind message, if it's just listening to somebody, if it's telling somebody you love them. And if y'all haven't heard it today, because like, I heard it today. I called my mom. My mom told me that she loved me today. I love y'all. I don't know who it is, who you are on the other side of this screen, but like, if nobody has told you that they love you today, I want you to hear it from me, and I mean it. I love you. I can say that freely because love is in me and because I know that it's needed in the world, and I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're unloved or unseen. I remember growing up, even though I was in a house that was full of love, I was in a world that was full of ugliness and being bullied as much as I was growing up. Like, I just remember feeling so small and so unwanted. And I never want anybody to feel the way that I used to feel. And so that's another big reason why I do what I do. And so I just want people to know that they are loved, that they're seen, that they're valued, and that I'm rooting for you. Like, when I say those things, I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart. So hopefully that resonated with somebody, and that you all got something out of it. And I hope that you've been enjoying this live stream. Now, am I going to continue doing daily live streams? I'm going to try. After this 40-day fast, I'll probably take like a few days off to like gather myself, maybe. But then I'm going to try to keep going live every day. I'm thinking about like what I will do on the lives. I feel like we really enjoy activities. So I'll probably be doing more activity type stuff. Like, for whatever reason, y'all like when I be cooking. And I be trying not to burn my house down. But we gonna see what we could do with that. And more like puzzles and stuff. A friend of mine has been doing more Legos. And like the OGs who's been here for a minute, y'all remember when I was doing sunflower Legos back in Chicago? So I don't know, I might look into getting more botanical Legos. Also probably more skincare stuff too, but just like activities. I've been thinking about games. It's been a minute since we played Pictionary. Y'all know I cannot draw to save my life. That was really fun. I enjoyed Pictionary. So if that's something that y'all want to do, I definitely will bring that back and see if y'all can guess what my stick figures are. But yeah, I'm in a process of just like strategizing and just thinking and trying to figure out all the things, because I don't want to give up on what I'm building here. There are days sometimes that I feel like, what am I doing? I don't know. I really don't. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't believe that I'm supposed to give up on it. So I'm glad we got through that. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for listening to me, because y'all don't have to be sitting up on a Saturday night listening to me, or Sunday morning, wherever you are. And yeah, I'm just grateful for breath in my lungs. And coming up this week, tomorrow in particular, I have made a goal to get out of the house like while the sun is out, because I have not done that in like a week. Okay. I want to see humans because I haven't done that in like a week either. So I'm gonna get out of the house tomorrow. I'm gonna get back in the gym. I have not moved my body in 6 days because I've been sick. Listen, it's time. It's time. It's over. It's over with. Did I show y'all my new toy? Hold on, let me show you my new toy. I haven't used it yet, but it's like a balance ball thing that also has like, I could do my my planks. So when I'm outside with a 6-pack this summer, don't y'all be looking at me sideways, because I done told y'all about it now. I'm gonna do a whole tutorial, don't worry. I'm gonna show y'all how to use it, and I'm gonna link it so you can get one if you want it. But I got like this whole thing because I'm about to be snatched for the summertime. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm about to be snatched for the summertime, so I just want y'all to know that. Also, oh, look at me. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I missed all of these comments. Wait a minute. I don't know how that happened. Oh, y'all was helping me this whole time. It was stuck. Okay, wait, let me catch up. Sir, what do y'all be doing? Some of y'all need to go to bed. Some of y'all do. Yes, Lamont from Sanford and Son. That made me sad as well. Josiah, why are you up? Love you. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get your priorities. We love to see you in life because y'all nosy. Thank you. Yes, the Lego. Oh, you've been watching for a minute. The Legos in front of the couch. I can paint. I can paint. Can't draw to save my life, but I can paint. Made you realize it's not for you. Come on, Tony. I know yours wasn't that bad. Thank you. Listen, I appreciate it. Live yourself right now. That's what's up. How to spell Mark? Listen, I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to check out your stream. Chris on the couch live streams. You know what? I am gonna be doing some more couch chats as well because I got some things to get off my chest. But yeah, I'm excited about what's to come. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm a little bummed. A lot of my creator friends are like at the Grammys, and I'm just like, I ain't get invited to nothing. But you know what though? Before I end the live, do y'all want to see what I would have wore? Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see what I would have worn, because I would have worn something really fabulous. I'm not gonna put it on obviously, but I'll show it to y'all. Okay, I'll show it to y'all. Hold on. Let me take you. I gotta be careful about my space because my apartment is a mess right now. Let me see. Where is this dress at? Where is this dress? There it is. Okay. I was gonna be fabulous. So I'm just, when y'all see it, because I'm gonna get invited somewhere where I can wear it. And when y'all see it, okay, don't y'all be oh, let me not show you right there. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna sit y'all down right here. This is what I was gonna wear. Like, I was gonna be so cute. It was gonna be like this, and it was gonna be a silhouette, and I was gonna have a long train. Like, isn't this cute? I was gonna be so cute. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna be so cute. It is going to happen. I am not wearing this on the online coffee date. Hilarious. This was gonna be so cute, y'all. I was gonna be fabulous. But it's okay though, because somebody's gonna invite me somewhere else and I'm gonna look really cute and fabulous with it. Like this train, baby, y'all couldn't tell me nothing. I was gonna be outside, like, cute. I was gonna be outside and cute. But it's cool though. I'll tell you a little secret. I bought that dress over a year ago just in case. I bought 3 gowns just in case for whenever I get invited to a gala or award show or whatever. Hasn't happened yet, But I'm prepared. I have 3 dresses. So thank you, right? That sequence was like top tier. And I don't wear blue a whole lot, but people be liking me in blue. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why am I not gonna wear it? I didn't get invited. I did make a joke and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna just put the dress on and like go to Ralph's and walk around. I actually did that once. I mean, not that dress in particular, but one time, train holders is hilarious. One time, I remember this was the first like really expensive dress I ever bought. When my middle sister got married. I was 18 at the time, and so they were like, well, you got to buy your own dress because you grown now, you working, whatever. I paid almost $400 for this dress. And I was like, so you mean to tell me I'm about to pay $400 for a dress that I'm only going to wear once? That's insane. So after I left the wedding reception, I walked around. Let me see. This will tell you how old this was. What store did we even go to? I want to say Kmart, but I feel like that's wrong. It might have been Kmart though. That's how old this was. Let's just say Walmart, just for the sake of argument. And I was just walking around in a gown because I was like, somebody is going to see this dress. Somebody is going to see it. I don't know what to tell you, but like I paid too much money for this dress. So I was thinking about just getting all dressed up and going grocery shopping. Because I would do something random like that. Because why? Why would I do that? Gonna serve Diana Ross and Will. Wish events where glam was more common. Right? It does feel nice to get all like dolled up and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna do that at, because I'm trying to think if there's anything that I have coming up. I was supposed to go to a fashion show yesterday, but that got canceled. I was supposed to go somewhere else today. That got canceled. So I was just like, well, maybe God just want me in the house. I don't know. But I'm gonna find somewhere to go so I can look fabulous. Oh, is that Autumn? Thank you. Sears, Lord, I kind of miss Sears. I ain't gonna hold you. 400 worth of views is hilarious. What's that silver plaque? I got that after I hit 100K on YouTube for my YouTube subscribers. I probably did. You're right. I probably did. But tomorrow, I'm going outside. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to see one of my friends. So, I'm supposed to hang out with one of my girlfriends who's in town. So, yeah. Get it in your favorite color, green. Look at y'all remembering my favorite color. You know what? I don't even think they had it in green. But now, I do have a new dress that just came in the mail. It's not green. It's black. But it's cute and it has pockets. So y'all will see that. Maybe that's what I wear tomorrow. We'll see. I actually feel like I need to put on some color. We'll see. Thank you. I just have the best community. Y'all just be like making me feel so loved. See, I be needing this just as much as y'all be enjoying it. Thank you. Should go to a play. Ooh, I like that. Payless. Listen, 'twas the night before Easter, and all through the house was the smell of Payless shoes and burnt hair. Okay? Love it. Is you single? I is. Okay. Cook County. There is going to be a football game at Bad Bunny's concert. That's such a weird time to like have a football game, but it's cool though. They do that sometimes. Like, remember when Beyonce had a concert and it was a football game before and after? That was weird, but you know, whatever. It's cool. I'm gonna enjoy the Bad Bunny concert though. I don't know a lick of Spanish. I can say yo soy una mujer and donde está los baños. That's about all I got. Then I'm tapped out. Oh, and quiero taco. Not in that order. I'm gonna ask for the taco first, then the bathroom, and I'm gonna say I'm a woman, cause that's it. It's not though. It's the Bad Bunny concert. It is. Yes, the Usher concert too. Like, why they keep playing football around these concerts? That's weird. It's weird. Thank you. I did my cluster, so I like to keep those nice and natural looking. It is a concert. It is a concert for sure. Oh, thank you, Erica. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Listen, we're trying to figure out what's going on over there in the clock app. So God help us. But all right, y'all. I am about to fix myself something to eat. Do I know what that's gonna be? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. Why are you single? If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me why I'm single, I could buy myself dinner because I get asked that a lot. Actually, that's a good way to transition. Somebody just asked this the other day. They were like, ladies who are single and want to be in relationships, why are you single? And I said, because I'm not trying to catch a vibe. I'm ready to be a wife and a partner. And that's why I'm single. Because a lot of men out here just want to catch a vibe. They want access they want access and benefits without responsibility. They like the benefit of me, the idea of me. They like my presence, but they don't want the responsibility of how their actions make me feel. And that doesn't work for me anymore. It never worked for me, but I'm just done tolerating it. So that ends up meaning that I be by myself a lot. It is what it is. Tony, I think I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes. I know that's super random and not a meal, but work with me. Work with me. It's girl dinner. I don't know what to tell you. It's girl dinner. Yeah. That's cool if that's what you want. It's good that you know what you want. I'm not catching no vibes. I'm too old for that. Too old to be catching vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, like I don't like to think that I'm too good for people, but I will say that I'm definitely misaligned with people who do not know what they want and are not ready for what I want. So I don't think it's a matter of I'm too good, but more so we're just misaligned, and that's fine. That's fine. We're not looking for men from Payless. Listen, thank you. Y'all are sweet. Very, very sweet. Some popcorn chicken, okay? I'm about to cut up this pear. I'm probably not even gonna eat all of it, but I've been really craving some loaded mashed potatoes. I don't know. It's gonna be quick and easy. I've learned to enjoy my singleness. I'm supposed to be a wife, but it's important to know your worth. Amen. It is. Marriage is scary, especially when you are in a different tax bracket. Marriage is scary regardless of if you're in a different tax bracket. Marriage is scary because marriage is challenging, but it's also beautiful when you have the right partner. So I just know that whenever my man do come get me, he gonna be blessed beyond measure. He's gonna be blessed. He's gonna be well loved, well taken care of. And I am. I sure am. All right, y'all. I'm about to go make myself some food. I love y'all. Dang, Tony. I'm put the food forms on that coworker. I hope you feel better. Be healed. Get some rest. Take care of yourself. And I love y'all. I will talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow night, y'all. Bye.